Welcome to everybody watching out there. I'm your co-host, Adam, joined by...
And your other co-host, Tommaso.
Your other co-host, Victor.
Your other co-host, Cafe Man.
Okay, welcome to the Dank Tank, to our first episode.
This episode will be about, this channel in general is about news, unpopular news mainly, news that aren't discussed on, news channels, and things you won't normally see online, or you won't search for anyway. And, our first topic is going to be introduced by Tom.
I'm going to talk to you about a paddleboarder who was chased by a boat and arrested in Malibu for escaping the coronavirus lockdown. It was Thursday, and he decided that he wanted to go out for a paddle. He thought, well, there's no one at the beach, there's no one out in the sea, so he exited into the open water while the boats were telling him to get out and come back in. So a boat went to pick him up, and they brought him into prison.
Was it
Because
a man?
he was not identified yet, but yeah.
Interesting.
It's a story.
Isn't that the usual in Florida?
I mean,
This
yeah,
wasn't Florida, this is Malibu.
Yes, Malibu.
Exactly.
Malibu,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Los Angeles.
So the reason really they did this is because he wasn't self-quarantining and because he was staying away from people, but he was on his own on the beach, and so they took him to prison.
Exactly. There was no
Where
people.
there were thousands of people that could possibly give him the exact same symptoms they're trying to protect
Yeah,
him
I
from.
feel like going to prison is literally the opposite of what they're trying to do in the first place. You're taking a man to a place where could already have coronavirus instead of leaving him on a beach with literally nobody around him in the middle of the sea. Like, the danger
Exactly.
level goes so much higher than what it was originally. It's absurd.
But the guy's gonna be an absolute legend when he comes out of prison. Like,
Well, duh.
we're
Well,
we're gonna invite him on. Come out.
I
Of
doubt
course,
he
man.
will ever join, but sure.
I get both points. Like, from the guy's perspective, there's nobody else, so he can't infect anybody. But like, if one person doesn't follow the rules, then others will probably follow. And like, if that keeps happening, the pandemic is not gonna stop. So I get both points, but maybe the punishment was a bit too harsh, and they could have instead giving him a fine or self quarantine, maybe a warning even.
Yeah, I agree with that. Tommaso, does it say how they found him by any chance on the beach? Like, did they just spot him? Because
No,
he's-
there was a lifeguard there, and he saw him, and he was just like, "Hey, yo, dude, you need to go home." And
But he
they
didn't.
just-
So what happened was
He
the
just
lifeguard
kept
just called the
paddling
sheriff's
forward.
office.
okay.
The sheriff was just like, nah, I'm
I mean-
coming to pick this guy up.
I feel like if the lifeguard did tell him to get out of the water, he should have. So that's kind of his bad. Like, they did technically give him a warning, okay? The lifeguard did tell him to get out of the water, and you should probably listen to a lifeguard, But still,
But especially since the lifeguard is responsible for that person. So I think the lifeguard responded correctly, because if he would have tackled him or something like that or sent him away, the guy might have reacted aggressive, which caused the lifeguard to risk his own life if the other guy had the virus. So yeah.
$1,000 fine or 6 months in jail or both.
oh Jesus, okay.
That's such a wide variety. That's not even close. How could you go from paying $1,000 just from stepping outside and going to 6 months in jail?
Yeah, I feel
That's
like that's
just-
not really. I don't know. I don't feel like that's a appropriate punishment.
Do we want to move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Alright, let me introduce the topic maybe, and then I can let Victor take over. So, our beloved garden Cuomo was spotted having nipple piercings, and Victor, how about you take it up from now?
Well, yeah, a governor from New York was spotted having nipple piercings. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else to say here. I'll give you a picture, for example. As you can see here, I mean, it's pretty clear to me that he's definitely got something there. And I also have this other very interesting picture of when they were recording news of him. here. This lady and a couple others were looking straight at them. So pretty interesting in my opinion.
I want to see the man going through TSA airport security with those things. God damn, it would start beeping up in there.
I mean,
Yeah, bro, they plastic. It's okay. He can pass through.
I mean, to
So
be
what are your opinions on this? Well,
Sure.
I'll explain mine. So
Go
basically,
for it.
this guy has a lot of power, so he should basically be represented in a formal way and not with those things like quite publicly. But on the other hand, he has like his own freedom, so it's really difficult. But in my opinion, he should not have them.
Okay.
Yeah, like keep these type of things like keep it to your private life. Don't involve the public. Like imagine you're this person's kids. Like how embarrassing do you think these kids are now? They're gonna go back to high school. I don't care how rich they are. They're gonna go back to high school. And they're gonna get roasted alive in the hallway.
I feel like
They're gonna turn turkey in them.
I feel like people are making
damn.
people are making this into a way bigger than deal than it actually is. Like, literally, you could know people that have nipple piercings, and you wouldn't know. Like, if it was a random person in the public having nipple piercings, no one would give a crap. Literally, no one would turn their head and be like, "Oh, look at that dude! He has nipple piercings." But just because this dude, is a bit higher in the power, and it's like. It seems unusual, quote unquote. People are making it into a huge ass deal. Like, okay, he has his nipple piercings. Big deal. Can we get on with the serious stuff now? We have way more stuff, that needs priority rather than just some governor wearing nipple piercings. If the guy wants to wear nipple piercings, then sure, let him have his fun, whatever.
But
I mean,
also,
I get your point, Vic, but then again, he's a very important person, so maybe he should be more careful of what he wears.
yeah, because in the pictures he definitely doesn't look formal, and like as a governor, a representative of like quite a big area, probably. I believe that you should be wearing something appropriate and not just a T-shirt where you can see your
Okay,
nipples.
that is.
But
fair-
like, I
fair
have
enough.
a question. How this man did not realize when he was walking out the house, like
I don't
it
know.
takes one look in the mirror to notice that this will stand out and people will notice.
I just feel like the thing is, alright, if you had a woman just wearing like ear piercings, for example, alright, no one would care, right? Because that's considered quote unquote formal. So at this point, it's
I'm
just
not-
depending
I'm
on
not so
everyone's
sure.
standards.
No, but like a nipple piercing is something else than a like ear piercing. Because
Why?
an ear piercing is supposed to be like public, but a nipple piercing.
I mean, the guy isn't flashing his like or anything, okay? The guy isn't. The guy.
Yeah, censor demonetized, instantly demonetized.
The guy isn't like flashing, alright? So it's not technically anything, bad. Just because they're a bit visible, Like, if I'm sure, like with that shirt on, like even without the piercings, his chest would be visible, okay? But the piercings just add a bit onto it, and if he wants to wear them, I mean, look, man, I feel like he should wear what makes him comfortable. It doesn't affect anyone directly. Does it? Like, if you saw him, all right, would you think less of him? Is what I'm asking.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Honestly, yeah,
Oh,
I would.
Jesus
I
Christ,
would. Honestly.
He's basically
I would.
representing you if you live in that area. And if you see a man with nipple piercings, like, how are you supposed to take it
Okay,
serious?
like it's okay. I think we're drilling a bit on this a bit too much. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a bit.
Just agree that he should like dress a bit more formal.
I guess his clothing is
Keep
the
your
main
nipple
problem
piercings
here.
if you want, but
Yeah.
make it so that they're not so obvious to see.
Yeah, I mean his clothing is a problem. Jesus Christ, he's just
Yeah.
wearing a
All
shirt.
right, moving on to the third topic right here. Let me
I'll
introduce
introduce
it.
it.
You can introduce it if you want. All right.
So it's basically about esports and how even though people are playing more games, there's like the industry is having problems, especially like gaming tournaments. Because usually for those who are not like familiar with the esports gaming industry, it's basically a match between two teams on a stage in a big
arena.
arena, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And usually they use like a lot of sponsors to get money, and they also need the sponsors for like the prize money. But
Yeah.
now that no events can like happen, the problem is that like they can't do it online, because if they do too many ads online, people will go away because nobody likes ads. And yeah, the gaming industry is having a lot of problems, and they're also quite like losing money.
Yeah.
We saw this with IEM Katowice with the CS:GO tournament that happened a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah, it did
That it
happen,
was
didn't
totally
it?
closed. We had people from all over the world, especially Korea, coming
Mhm.
to watch the tournament. That's why. And then we had the beginning of the outbreak in Poland, and
Yeah, for those
well,
who
it
don't
closed.
know, we live in Poland, but not all of us are Polish. Just for the record.
Bro, how to DOS us instantly.
Come on, my guy. Poland is not that small. Jeez. Like if you said Luxembourg, maybe then we would be kind of screwed. But Poland is a pretty like good-sized
No, no,
country.
Like people who don't know us, they might not know that we live in Poland.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
Suddenly we
I think
start talking
yeah.
about Poland and also the USA.
Alright, that's off the point. That's off the point. Anyway,
Yeah.
opinions about this esports event.
No, don't make them. Don't have them open. Close the esport events for now. I think if the companies lose a bit of money,
Yeah,
I think we can really just get over that point, since like I think our health is more important.
Yeah, people's safety is
Yeah.
definitely more important than just some money. Plus, they can reopen them maybe right after the coronavirus outbreak. Once everything has calmed down and people are a lot more people will come, because right now
Yeah.
not many people would go at all.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not even that these companies are losing that much in sponsors, because as we know, a lot of the sponsors like iBuyPower, Intel, all those, they have sponsors they sponsor streamers, and streamers right now have their gold era, because people are stuck at home, so are they. So that all they do is stream, and they're making money, and they have their banners on their Twitch streams. And it says Intel, iBuyPower Gaming, all those sponsors still have still are like, how do I say this without
We're
screwing
making
it?
yeah,
profit.
they're still earning something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like
But,
they're
like-
totally blind.
The problem is that like famous like players, pro players, they're gonna like lose experience, I think, because they're like it used to be a
Well-
constant like amount of matches, but now they're only gonna play
But they still,
online.
but
and-
IM Katowice still is happening. It's just happening online.
yeah,
It's gonna
but
happen online.
the
That's it.
esports is mainly it's also about the game, of course, but the atmosphere created in the arena, that's like
Yeah.
one of the biggest things in the entire esports
Yeah,
community.
by far the
Very
people that can actually come together that enjoy the same thing.
It's like football, it's like basketball.
like for example, if you had
esports is just a sport.
like football, if you had like what would you rather, football stadium or a football live stream? Like obviously people would go for the football stadium for the number one live experience, being there to watch it, and number two for the people that are there, so they can get along with people that support the same
Cheer for
team.
the people, you're singing with your team.
Exactly, just like mainly the audience as well.
But like I feel like they shouldn't cancel everything, but they should really encourage like smaller tournaments with like a smaller prize pool, and like really give other teams a chance to like shine, I guess, like online and not in a LAN, which is like a local party.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
All right, let's
Do
go
we
to
want
the
to
next
move on?
topic.
Okay, so the next topic I'm gonna present it. Well, one of our favorite rappers, at least two of people in this chat appreciate him. Maybe not Tommy, but we appreciate Playboy Cardi, and it was very sad for us to hear that he got arrested. He got arrested in Georgia recently for drug possessions and gun
Wait.
possession.
Georgia, the country, or like
No, the state,
oh,
not the state.
it's also a country.
Alright. So what happened was the cops pulled him over, and what happened was he wasn't speaking to them normally. He was putting on his baby voice, which he uses for rapping. And I think they got really annoyed with him. They took him out the car, they searched the car, and what they found was 20 bags of weed, 3 guns that were I'm pretty sure unregistered, a couple of pills of Xanax, 2 bottles of codeine, and pills of oxycodone.
Jesus
which
Christ.
are
Hey,
And for the
prescription
people-
drugs that he's not supposed
For
to
the
have. on
yeah,
him.
for the people that don't understand what that is, that's a lot of drugs he shouldn't have.
And let's not mistake the 3
Yeah.
guns that he had in his possession.
Yeah.
Because we need guns.
Okay, just before we take I hear people's takes on this. He has been released so far. He's not been arrested
he's
for a
rich
prolonged
enough
amount of
to
time.
buy
He's
it.
been released, as his cameraman has posted on Twitter. So we don't need people spamming on Twitter anymore. Free Cardi. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. He's released. All right, now let's hear your takes on it.
I mean, if the
Bro.
guns were unlicensed, he should definitely have been arrested because even though he's like quite famous, he should not be above the law.
Mhm.
And especially since weed is illegal in America.
Well, in some states.
Not some states, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like probably Georgia. I think it was a good like action from the cops to like arrest him. But then yeah, like he's rich enough to pay the money you have to pay to get out of jail. What's that called?
The bail.
Yeah, the bail.
Yeah.
So it basically didn't do much. And now they're gonna go to court probably, but he's gonna buy like.
He's gonna pay his
hire-
bail out. I think that's how he got out. I think they paid his bail out, and
Yeah, probably.
I don't think he's gonna get. They're gonna put more out of it. I mean, he's a rapper. He's a famous rapper. I don't think they're gonna drill more about it right now, especially not in this time of crisis.
Oh yeah.
Let me drop something very, very out of the context. I know we don't have this script. We're not supposed to talk about this, but you know, it's meme worthy, and I think it'll be funny.
Alright.
Tekashi 69 is getting out of prison.
What?
Would you like to know why? Would you like to know why?
Why?
Please.
Why?
So he's claiming that he has asthma, and because he's in prison and coronavirus is an outbreak now, so that he's in high risk of catching it and dying.
Oh my
so
god.
because of his
Oh
asthma,
my-
so no matter how many hits of kill hits he's put out, how many underage kids he's diddled, he's getting out free
Nah.
for now.
Hold on,
He-
wait,
he
wait,
took
wait,
it
wait,
from
wait, 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 wait.
Olivia.
You're telling me that
What?
Tekashi, you're telling me that Tekashi hasn't ever smoked?
Hmm?
Like he hasn't smoked ever?
That guy raps about weed like.
Yeah,
six-
exactly. I feel like so, for someone with asthma, he shouldn't
Yeah,
rap about
exactly.
weed so much.
Yeah.
Can they take
I think there's silver lining to this. I think the reporting right now is kind of lazy right now. We don't have the full info right now, but I think what's gonna happen, he's gonna get released for now. He's gonna get, but we know that he's gonna be bound to his house. He's gonna have an ankle monitor. He's gonna have to stay at one location that's approved by the cops and the government. And I think as soon as I think either when coronavirus ends, he's gonna finish his stay at home, or they'll put him back in prison for the rest of his sentence.
Or he might flee to like, I don't know, Brazil.
No,
He has-
I don't
he
think
has-
he'll
he
flee.
has- he has a
I think
bracelet,
he is.
can't
I
really-
think he has enough properties here in the U.S. that,
Yeah, but if
you know,
he flees to like a country where you can't like get extradited, no, what's that called?
extradited, yeah.
Yeah, extradited, then he might do it because he has the money to buy like a new life.
Yeah, but
basically.
he still give him the
How
bracelet
long
though.
are you gonna give him out of the house?
But
With
not
all
only
the
that, but I
people.
think. But let's just see. Okay, this man isn't going to go to jail for 10 years. He's got like a 2-year. He's going to jail. He's going to be in prison for 2 years. There is
Yeah.
no way he's going. Like, I think if he did run now, which he has like 1 year left on a sentence, it would be the stupidest thing you'd possibly do.
Yeah, like
He's got a huge market in the USA,
hmm
and I think if he did run, this would definitely ruin his career. And I think he's kept relevant in very weird ways and very
Very
ways I would
creative ways.
very creative ways. That's a good way to put it.
And I feel like
But, yeah.
it just wouldn't make sense for him to halfway through his sentence just flee to another country. Because as like it might sound a lot, but like a year left out of 2, that's halfway. I don't see why he would just flee. And also, it's weird that no one is doing medical checks on his asthma, in my opinion. So he just literally said, "Oh yeah, I have asthma. I don't want to get the
But I
coronavirus."
have a better question though now.
What?
Do you think Bobby Schmurder will get out? He'll use the same excuse because he's
Mm.
supposed to get out this year, and we haven't really heard much about him recently.
Yeah,
Do you
because
think
he's
Bobby
not
Shmurda
relevant
will get out?
anymore. He was just
Yeah.
a like good rapper. Well,
But he
good.
got one good song, and unfortunately, this song was the only good song he partook in. Then he got arrested. Do you think he's gonna get out free earlier because of this?
I doubt it. I doubt it because
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like people get suspicious if he just used the exact same excuse. I feel like maybe he won't use the same excuse of asthma. Maybe he'll find like another, I don't know, disease or some kind of just something that gives him disability in terms of lungs or I don't know, throat that could, quote unquote, risk his chance of getting coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like maybe he'll find another excuse.
People
Basically.
getting out of prison because of coronavirus. Guess what happened in Italy?
Oh no.
I would love to hear.
Oh yeah, I remember.
A bunch of prisoners broke out the prison and took over like the whole thing, kicked out the guards, and now they just live in the prison.
who
Some
did?
of them escaped, and now they're just out on the streets.
Wait, the prisoners.
Prisoners.
Oh my
And
god.
they basically walked on the roofs and those things, you know. Just
They were
casual.
protesting from the roof. They
2020
were
is
like,
cancelled officially. This
Yeah,
podcast
2020 is
cancelling
not going
2020.
good at all. I don't know what happened, alright? I don't know. Like, we thought 2019 wasn't that good, alright? We thought we're gonna get it better. We can't get it worse. And then here comes 2020. The next thing you know, scientists are gonna release a flipping article saying that a black hole is gonna consume the Earth in 150 days, alright? And we're just gonna all
As soon
be.
as May starts, we're getting aliens. As soon as May starts, we're getting an alien invasion.
Bro, like asteroid the size of the one that eliminated all the dinosaurs is gonna hit the Earth in a month or some crap like that, and it's gonna just all be over.
asteroid is passing near Earth in April.
Is it actually?
Oh, we're dead, boys.
Oh no!
Trying to build up our credit card debt. Shout out to our individual societies teacher for learning. We can now because we learned that in our lesson. We can finally build up credit card debt.
Yeah,
If I
man.
did
We
learn
can go on a. I know tickets to Japan are cheap now. We can go.
Oh yeah, they are. That's true.
Nice.
Alright, we're going to Japan, boys.
Yeah, let's go. Alright. Anything else we would like to talk about? Because
Well, not really, I guess.
I don't have anything. You guys just want to search up some stuff and I don't know, find anything interesting up?
we can talk a bit more.
I'm done with this. I don't want to stare at the governor any longer.
I don't think we
Here,
would
I'll help you. I'll help you out. Wait,
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Thank
Wait.
you.
Another thing. Do you guys think? This is a question to you guys. Do you think the NBA season will restart?
The NBA.
Yeah, the NBA season will be
logically-
back on track. or no?
logically-
Well, if
it
you
will.
look at other like competitions from different sports, I don't think it's gonna happen anywhere. Like especially in the USA, definitely not.
I miss the NBA so much, guys. I can't bear anymore.
I
Yeah.
miss like all the football tournaments.
I don't care because I don't follow sports. So you know what? They still are releasing. They're still releasing my anime like every week or so on schedule. So for all I care, you know, I'm good.
I believe that it will still take like until July or something until like Europe is cleared. But then it
I feel
will be
like
clear in America.
at one point the coronavirus was slowing down. Okay, at one point it was like I think it was like half the people that have had coronavirus were now like fine, and then I don't know what happened. I think it was like USA just didn't want to do anything with the coronavirus, and that's what hit it up another 100,000, and that's where it just started exploding again.
USA reacted. UK, like up to a week ago, they were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's nothing."
UK as well. Italy also contributed a bit, but I don't think they played
yeah.
such a big role. I think.
Yeah.
It was like around the 1st of March that it really got bad. Because I remember coming back from Prague and like we immediately got like messages about like 3 new cases in Prague. Like the day after it was 15, the day after that, I don't know, a couple of hundred or something.
You guys,
Uh,
it appeared right after we left.
Yeah, and that was really a scary
I
feeling
mean,
because
you guys are not dead, unfortunately. So it's good.
Yeah. All right. I think we should take an intermission. We could come back in a minute. Let's take an intermission break.
All right, sounds good.
Probably this won't be live. This won't be update. This will be edited. This video, I think. I think
Yeah.
there won't be a full
Yeah.
live cut. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back with more. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, sounds
See
good.
you guys in a minute. Okay, we've come back from the break. We don't have much time left. What did you guys do during a break? Because I had an argument with my neighbor.
and I had an argument with my parents and I'm not eating for the next 12 months.
I
Very
finished
interesting.
all of Indian TikTok.
I managed to do absolutely nothing.
Very
You know.
nice. All right. What else do we have on our list of talking points today?
So, I have something.
Mm.
What's your like? How do you feel about all the quarantine and those like the situation basically?
I love it.
Victor, as our editor today, prepare to bleep it.
Oh
Prepare to
no,
bleep
no,
this entire
please.
section. please.
Adam. Okay, alright, as soon as you start talking, it's just gonna be a long bleep, I'm telling you now.
Alright, so and that's my opinion.
Alright,
God damn.
mad.
That
Okay,
was a
guy,
long
chill out.
time.
Alright,
The
got
bleep this.
damn. Okay,
Down.
alright. Jesus. You didn't really need to go all that far, but you know what? That's fair enough. I'll
We
go
might
for.
want to censor that section.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna censor that, and I'll go
Okay.
for a more mild approach. I'm gonna say that I'm enjoying it very much because I get to stay home all day, and I have a great excuse for it, and I don't need to see anybody. Okay, I don't need to go to school. I don't need to physically go there, and you know what? I think online schooling is more fun than school, in my opinion.
No,
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah, online schooling is a lot of fun because you like can work at your own rate. You can decide whether you want to do it or not.
We're not.
Um,
This is not a confession.
No, it's not a
All the
confession.
teachers watching, we definitely do all our work
yeah.
on time.
We're all lazy.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
I would just like to point out that you can actually just when you're done, you can like have free time. Like for example, if you finish early,
relax.
you know, if you finish early, I don't know, like the other day, I finished math like 35 minutes early, and I just was free for the rest of the. I had like 30. Like you wouldn't be able to do that at school. Like if you had finished 35 minutes early, the teacher would be like, okay, more work. But instead, if teacher gives you a task and you finish it, you're like, okay, chill, I'm done, I'm out. Okay.
Unless we're
Yeah.
your brother Victor and we walk out midway through a test.
Right, yes. I
So
forgot.
for those who don't know,
Yeah, we need
Victor's
context.
brother basically walked away.
There were
during
ISA
an
test.
exam.
There was an ISA test,
Yeah,
which is
it's basically like a test that basically like shows you where you are on average.
yeah, because it grabs like a lot. This ISA test is very popular. It's given to a lot of schools, and they.
Nobody likes it.
Yeah, I agree with that. And out of all those schools, you get all the scores. They get averages, and they see where you are on the average. And
the
my
school
brother.
uses that to, like,
My
improve
brother
your,
managed to do the smart elite move and walk out in the middle of the ISA test, assuming it was break, and couldn't come back in because the teacher wouldn't allow him to.
That is a big brain moment right there.
Yes.
I have
Level
respect for him.
brain moment.
Yeah. Alright, any other points?
We're so low. It's good.
Yeah.
Yes, I need
other
to
points.
see
We got off topic.
my family.
So Tommaso, what do you think about the quarantine?
I need to get out. I'm a very sociable person, and this is killing me.
Well, go on
Yeah,
VR
same.
chat.
I really miss going like playing football, just PE, you know, like with actual sports instead of like 5 minutes.
I never thought I liked
exercises.
people this much. I thought I hated people and I wanted
Yeah,
to stay
same.
home.
And,
But
like,
now
I
I
really-
actually miss people. I want to go outside.
You guys are all failures, I'll tell you that much. I am so glad I don't have to see people, and I'm
Yeah, but
loving
you're
this.
an incel. You're an incel.
Oh,
We're not.
roasts. Roast coming out. Hot take, roast section.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
Like,
we don't want to get into that.
I considered myself to be very introvert, but like being a lot of introvert at a very long period, like in quarantine, I'm starting to realize that I'm not that.
I'm an introvert. Your true colors are showing.
Oh, that was a fly. I just swallowed the fly.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
But yeah, I
That's
started
enough.
to realize that friends are very important.
Friends
I think I did. It's the
No,
opposite.
like-
It's the opposite for me. Like ever since the quarantine started, I started to realize I don't need people as much.
All you need is the internet.
All I need is the internet. All right, I can literally just watch anime or play video games. Sure, sometimes I might go on call and play with you guys like Minecraft or something. But other than that, I love like just not needing people. I don't need people. I just don't.
Okay.
Like, no, I need people.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
You guys are extroverted. I'm way more introverted.
Depending on how much time you do spend inside without people.
Mhm.
Like I'll definitely like to spend some time alone, but then if it's this long, then no, thank you.
I'm good. I've enjoyed my
was-
last month.
I was really surprised because sometimes, like at the beginning of the quarantine, I was so happy. Like I could
Yeah.
just game all the time, online classes. But now I want to go back to school just so I can hang out with you guys in person and not through
Exactly.
Discord.
Yeah. Discord's though providing us a very good service, and that's why we're doing this podcast. So yeah, just a disclaimer.
Yeah,
if
this
we
video
are
is
cutting
actually
out or
this
something.
this video is actually sponsored by Discord.
Discord sponsors, please.
Discord,
hit us
please
up.
sponsor
Hit us up.
us.
I need to feed my family.
You don't have a family.
Oh my god. Alright, we're getting off topic. Anything else we would like to announce? Oh, I can announce something that's very funny. That's probably no one cares about.
Go on.
Supreme finally released their Oreos.
No
my
way! I thought that was fake.
No, it's $3 a packet.
Wait,
And,
wait, it's one Oreo
Wait, that's
$3?
not-
$3 a packet, but of
Oh.
course they sold out instantly.
Oh, mad.
Apparently they taste the same.
I'm not
I don't
surprised.
know.
It's literally the same with
yeah.
every other like with shoes as well. They feel the same, they just look different. It's the same with Oreos. I'm not surprised if they taste the same.
Yeah. But yeah, so that person that's selling them early for $60,000 on eBay, I'm sorry, but you're not getting that money.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure people are selling it for $300 now on eBay.
Nah, like a couple of thousand. I'm
Let
sure.
me check real quick. Quick check.
Yeah, I just checked and it's like a couple of thousand.
No, they're going for a couple $100 on eBay.
Like from $3 to a couple hundred, nice.
Yeah, they're literally
That's
going
how
for
it works.
like $100 on eBay.
I see $54 here. Oh, it's
they-
ended though. Never mind.
Yeah. I think actually, do you know that actually some Chinese companies are making fake Supreme Oreos?
I'm sorry to say this. I don't mean to sound racist in any way, shape, or form, but I am not surprised.
Neither am I. But actually, they were when they were released, everyone was very surprised because they were super easy to get.
Yeah.
They were too easy to get even.
Things wrong. I can feel it.
Yeah.
What if like they put poison in it or something, or like crackers or some crap? I don't know. If you eat it, you get like superhuman powers.
You know, I am thinking though, if someone buys this on like eBay and they just sell you a regular Oreo packet, that would be really funny.
Like somebody takes the Supreme Oreos and replaces them with normal Oreos.
Yeah, they just seal the packet shut again, and they
Yeah,
just
literally.
open the
I would not be
packet.
surprised.
Yeah.
Good business move.
Welcome to
Good
scam.
business
lab,
mode, just scam.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other topics? Interesting topics? Any news?
I don't think so. I think we went over some good things today. I think we need to edit this video out a bit because I think I went on a bit too much of a tangent at one point.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I think there's yeah, I think we're good for now. We'll
Guys,
definitely do
if
this
you-
again.
Oh, wow, stop interrupting me.
You're interrupting me, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this podcast and overall would like to hear more from us in the future, well, we don't care for
Leave
your
a comment
feedback.
below.
No, we won't read the comments really, because we're gonna upload anyway for our essay project. So,
We have to do this for school, but we'll continue.
yeah,
You
we'll
know,
continue.
it. We'll definitely make an uncensored version of this, and we definitely.
Yeah,
when we
if
don't do this
like
for essay.
once the whole project is finished, once we have enough videos to upload, then the clean is gonna become unclean, you know, barely
Yeah.
edited, everything is gonna be in raw, just like everyone likes it. That's also gonna have to be cut out. That's also gonna have to be cut out
What
or
did he say?
bleeped. That's also gonna have to be censored. Great.
Yeah. And you're editing this too. You're
Yeah,
doing this
I'm editing. This is gonna be painful to edit.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Alright,
We're gonna close.
one
Alright.
last word from everyone here. Just in turns from left to right. Go on, Jeff.
All right.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to my mom for having me. And yeah, Tom.
Alright, well, shout out to anybody watching this. Hope you liked it. Follow us for more, or I don't know, don't.
Make some Italian noises.
Yeah, it's just something Italian. Just don't swear, please. Did you swear? I swear to God, that sounded like you swore in Italian, Tom. Tom. I'm gonna have to censor that as well.
What do you mean? It's just me saying Mamma Mia.
Oh, did you say Mamma Mia? So you said something else.
Yeah,
Okay.
your
cut out.
microphone just died.
Okay. Okay. Go on, Adam. I'm gonna go last. There you go. Say something.
All right. I'd just like to say, hopefully you guys tune into the next time. I hope we didn't scare you off with how unprepared we are to record this today and how many takes it took us. I think we can put some bloopers in. I think we can put some.
Yeah, if you guys want.
I'm gonna go particularly have another argument with my neighbors because they're annoying me again. So, all right, Victor, you want
I'm
to
too
close
scared
out?
to argue with my parents.
I'll close it up by saying, thank you for watching. If you did watch the whole thing, and if there are any particular news you'd like us to cover, do comment down below because we most likely will. If they're make sure they're something we basically never heard of, or something really weird, something that will be interesting to cover. Preferably not about the coronavirus, because that's literally everywhere. But other than that, yeah, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
Oh, finally.